Hello.
Hello.
How are you, Sam?
I'm good. I I'm good. That's
You're good. You're just good.
short and sweet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well,
How are
we're
you?
coming. I'm doing okay. It's been an interesting last couple of hours, but we'll
You look
talk
a
about
lot
that.
more colorful than normal.
Yes. Coming to you live from the set of The Obstructed View, which is a show that I do every Thursday night for Open Stage, and today there was. Well, we'll talk about it once I pour a glass of scotch because I need this drink. It's a
Oh
little.
yeah, because this
I
is
feel
Scotch and Cinema.
exactly. This is Scotch and Cinema. I'm Stuart Landon,
I'm Sammi Leigh Melville,
and
and
this
this is
is
Scotch
Scotch
and
and
Cinema.
Cinema. That wasn't half bad. That
No,
was pretty good.
I think I have a
So,
trick, and I'll tell you later about it.
oh, a trick. And just as we learn how to do it, you will be able to be in the same room together. So,
Yeah.
won't that be a delightful day? At any rate, we're coming to you live from Open Stage. Thank you, Open Stage, for allowing us the use of your technology and your space. And we are a little show produced by Midtown Cinema, located at 250 Riley Street in Harrisburg. It's Harrisburg's independent art house cinema. And we reopened this week.
We did public
And
screenings, yo.
public screen. Well, we have been open. We have been open.
Yeah,
I
we opened for
guess.
public.
We open for the public, which is really nice. And
Got to
individual,
see
like,
all your beautiful faces.
oh my gosh, it was just so lovely. It was just like to be. Don't get me wrong. Like the last 6 months have been awesome. Oh my gosh! First of all, let's pour these damn drinks because I need a drink really badly. So
What are you
anyway,
drinking?
I am drinking Johnny Walker Black. I'm at the end of it. Oh gosh, that was. It's normally satisfying, but that was very loud.
It's
Maybe
very
I'm just sensitive.
obtrusive.
It was obtrusive today, Samantha. Anyway.
I'm Dalwhinnie. It's
Ah.
too bright. I can't get it to. Oh, there we go.
All right. Did you?
I want to go back in now.
Well, you can't cork a bottle. Wait. I mean, you can. All right. So, ching ching.
Mm, I got a little carried away.
One of these days, we're gonna break these glasses.
It's probably true.
Oh, so good. All right, so this little show is, like I said, produced by Midtown Cinema, and Sam and I talk a little bit about movies every week, every Monday night. We're just so glad to nerd out with y'all and spend some time talking about some fantastic movies, and we have some fantastic stuff to talk about today.
We do.
Oh my lord, Sam and I watched a movie together, The Trial of the Chicago Seven, and we'll talk about it, but
Stressful.
it is a. Anyway, we'll talk about it.
Yes.
Obviously.
Just you
Um,
wait.
Just you wait, Henry Higgins. So we this afternoon, it was so nice. I got a call from a reporter at WGAL, the NBC affiliate, and here in Central Pennsylvania, and they are doing a story on Midtown Cinema and Open Stage. So it was one of those like calls in the afternoon, and then I basically it was up until that they were here at Open Stage until like 20 minutes ago. So at that point, just trying to throw together all the technology to get this show going. And okay, so make sure you tune in at 11 on WGAL because there's going to be a story about our two organizations. I think it's going to be, I mean, this reporter and her producer cameraman was awesome. They were just awesome. So I'm so glad to see what they do.
I was very much trying not to be in the shot while I was setting up.
Oh my god, you definitely like ran away from us holding your ring light. You were just like, it was like, and I hope that you're in the shot. Actually, I just want to because you're wearing a
Fleeing the
really
scene.
you have a pretty dress on today, and it was just like you holding. Is it a dress or is it a skirt situation? I can't remember.
It's like a cape.
A cape. A cape?
Okay, I'll try to awkwardly show the audience.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's like
Oh yeah.
kind of like a cape.
It's a little inappropriate looking, I have to say.
There's a shirt on it. It's skin-colored shirt, so I guess that was kind of weird. But I promise, it's a long shirt underneath it.
Yeah. All right. So
I'm fully clothed.
Fully clothed. Oh my gosh. So with all of that, and with WGAL doing this story, we were just barely. I was honestly just like, I'm lucky that I'm still upright, and I'm so glad for this. And I will say that one of the things they asked me, Sam, was what is it that I'm most looking forward to when it comes to reopening Midtown Cinema? And I said, I'm just really happy that we get to gather a whole bunch of strangers, or a very limited amount of strangers, in a movie theater in a darkened room to experience this awesome art.
But it's not really strangers. We know a lot of them. So that's
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but they might be strangers to each other. Or the idea of, like, what I mean by that, of course, is like the idea of like gathering. Like, that's the magic of movies, you know? It's just, I've been saying this a lot lately in interviews and in life, but like, this is the great intermission. And it is time for Act 2, damn it. It is time. Let's get it going. It'll be just as much scotch, but like inhaled for a different reason.
Yes. In anticipation.
Exactly. So we have, like I said, some wonderful stuff lined up for today's show. But the first segment in today's show is a little segment that I named myself Oscar Bait.
One day I'm going to produce the show myself, and I'm going to change that.
Why would you change it?
Well, to make it more appropriate.
Well, what fun are you?
What song were you singing with your little bottle?
Oh, I know. I am only an amateur bottle blower.
Really? I never would have guessed that.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to songs yet. Just note.
Just a note.
Today we're going to talk a little bit about the leading actor and actress categories. First and foremost, I will say that someday there will just be acting category, because person, rather than gendered categories. But
all the crossed fingers in the world.
Oh, it will happen. And my toes are crossed too. But it is honestly, it's gonna happen. It's gonna take a little bit. I'm not in love with the word actress.
I know, you've said this multiple times, and I think I agree with you.
Actor. Everyone's an actor. Everyone's an actor. Everyone.
On this stage of life.
Okay, not everyone is an actor, but everyone who acts is an actor rather than an actress. You don't have to gender it. Anyway, so let's go ahead and look at the list of those actresses. Adam? All right, so actress in a leading role. You have Violet Davis from Ma Rainey, Andra Day for the United States versus Billie Holiday, Vanessa Kirby for Pieces of a Woman, Frances McDormand for Nomadland, and Carey Mulligan for Promising Young Woman. Holy moly, this category is stacked.
Yup.
I heard myself through your microphone just now because I was so loud. Stacked. Anyway. Stacked. So what are you thinking about this category, Sam?
I'm hoping that Viola Davis gets it.
She's wonderful.
I feel like...
What a role. What a show.
Everybody did such a good job in their roles, but...
Oh, yeah. But
I don't know why this goes out to her.
It looked like you were smoking a joint to heaven, is what just happened. So, Viola
mixed
Davis...
metaphors.
So Viola Davis just disappeared into her role as Ma Rainey. Holy moly! I mean, I've talked about this before in the show. The play is wonderful. It's a wonderful play. It's a wonderful movie adaptation of it, and she is magic. She's just magic.
She really is.
I mean, she's magic in literally everything she does. To be fair, I think about that about most of the actors in this category, but the actresses in this category. But like Frances McDormand, there was a patron that was talking about this film with me at the cinema, and they said that what did they say? They didn't say read the phone book, but she said that she would be willing.
Say.
I say that all the time, but she was like, I would be willing to watch like Frances McDormand chew on carrots or something like that. It was something like very specific, and I was like, yes, I would totally watch any of these actors chew on carrots. But Viola Davis, I think you're right on. I think that honestly,
do we agree about this?
I think that we do. I think that we do agree on this. I am torn because I think Carey Mulligan also kind of disappeared into that bizarre role, wonderful role, intense role. And I also love the slow burn of a Frances McDormand in Nomadland. Like to me, she's superb in that. But I think that. Okay,
I also think that. Go ahead. Both Frances McDormand and Carey Mulligan had more like, not like understated. They were more like. I'm not sure what I'm. It was more like quiet roles, not quiet, but like. Yeah. I don't know what I mean by that.
Well, I would say that's true about Frances McDormand. I'm not sure that's true about the Carey Mulligan role. In the second half of
not
the
quiet
film.
for her, but like she's she doesn't get like over the top emotional or anything like that. She does, but like not out loud.
It's the role is very methodical. Yeah. She's a subtle human, and then also as subtle is maybe not the right word.
Yeah, which works perfectly for the character, but I can see.
Oh my lord!
I can see why. That might be one of the reasons that it doesn't happen. Not that they didn't do an amazing job.
I think you might be right. I also think that, so I had this theory about the Tony Awards. I know we're not talking about the Tonys, but I have this theory about the Tony Awards that when specifically a woman wins Best Actress, it is because of a particular song. It is a moment in the show. It's not just, yes, the performance in general is delightful, but it's like you could literally line up the 11 o'clock numbers of the women that are up for the role, and when you watch the woman that wins, you go, oh, this is why she won.
That one moment.
And I think that Viola Davis has handed some superb monologues. August Wilson's words are just...
She's got plenty of moments.
Oh my gosh. So I think that for me, I think you're right on. And I think the reason why is because there are so many moments like that. And I'm not sure that there's a particular moment for the other women in this category. Specifically, I would say the Frances being the one that might. Well, to be fair, I hope that Viola Davis wins, and I think that she will. But I also think that they might give it to Frances McDormand.
We'll find out.
We will. We will certainly find out this Sunday, and I hope you will join us for our virtual Oscar party at Midtown Cinema. We are having a party. Sam and I, along with a couple of friends, are going to be doing a virtual party starting at 7 p.m. on Sunday. You can get tickets at midtowncinema.com/shop, and there you can buy a whole slew of wonderful things.
Because even if you don't want to like show up to the pre-Oscar party, you should do it just for the food.
Oh my gosh! So plum box.
Delicious.
Can we show a picture of the food, Adam? Do you still have a picture of the food? Because oh my gosh! I
don't want to say this again, but best grapes I've ever had.
It's so specific because it also makes me so sad because you took my grapes away. You and Adam ate the 6 grapes so quickly.
They were so good.
They were only 6 or something, or 8. There's a collection of lots of little things, and it's delish. Plum boxes is the.
I hope I'm not talking up the grapes and
caterer.
They're going to be good.
They're going to be good. There may not be grapes. If they're not up to par, I know that she will not include them. That's the thing.
That's true.
You're going to have top-notch ingredients in your charcuterie plate for Plum Box. But please consider joining us on Sunday. We'll talk more about that later. Let's talk a little bit about the leading actor category. Our fantastic, there you go, actor in a leading role. Riz Ahmed in Sound of Metal, Chadwick Boseman in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Anthony Hopkins in The Father, Gary Oldman in Mank, and Stephen Yeun in Minari. So, also a kind of amazing lineup. And once again, Sam, what's your take on this?
Okay, so I have two that I'm torn between. Riz Ahmed and Anthony Hopkins.
Oh, yeah.
I think that they both did. So it's funny because I think Riz Ahmed is definitely more of like what I was saying before about Frances McDormand and Carey Mulligan. It's like less over the top emotions, but he does like a really good job. Like when I was watching him, it felt like I would have reacted had I been in that situation, and like I kind of would like hold back a little bit, but you see it like all back here. As he's kind of like freaking out internally. And if you can see someone's internal freak out, that's magic. And kind of for the complete opposite reason, I think also Anthony Hopkins, because of the role that he had, like it worked perfectly that it was all out in the open, just because of like that character, how confused he gets, and so he just like wants to project it all. And he did a really, really good job of projecting it all.
It's interesting because I think that this category is also stacked with amazing talent, but I am convinced personally that Chadwick is going to win this posthumously. But it is,
he did a really good job too. So it's
oh my gosh. Once again, handed amazing monologues. I mean, August Wilson monologues. You don't get better than that. But true. Really, but yeah. So I think Chadwick is, and actually for me, and similar for the same reasons that you're talking about Riz, I'm going to talk about Stephen, because I'm a big fan of Stephen Yeun, and that performance in Minari. Yeah. Also, in case you didn't know, we are the very unofficial fan club for Alan S. Kim, who played the son. And yes, we're the very unofficial Alan S. Kim fan club. So please don't ask us to be a member. That's just weird.
No.
We're
not taking any more memberships.
No, just the two of us, really.
It's a very exclusive club.
But I would say, so for me, I think that internal freak out, that internal, like that, watching Stephen and Minari, I'm on a first name basis with all these people, in case you didn't notice, Viola and Stephen and Alan. And Alan, oh my gosh, who was it? I can't remember. Somebody said Alan Skim. Alan S. Kim. Alan Skim. We're the very unofficial Alan Skim.
Alan Skim fan club.
Yeah, Skim. Anyway, so so I think Chadwick's going to win it, but I'm rooting for. Gosh, I love them all, and I think all of them are great.
That's the thing. It's really hard to choose between all of them this time around.
Yeah.
So.
And as I seriously, as I kept watching these films, this season was just chock full of amazing performances. So I am absolutely, if I had to vote, I would have a tough time voting.
That's fair.
I mean, seriously, that would be tough for me.
You're not on the Oscar committee.
Yeah, seriously. They're not asking me. The thing is that I definitely have feelings about each movie, but each individual performance, holy shit. This year has been just, and you're right, Anthony Hopkins in that role, especially in that scene when he's charming.
Oh my God. And then he's just like,
caretaker,
in the blink of an eye.
boom, he just switches. Oh man, I mean, like this is. I mean, it's kind of like it's like. I mean, it's a masterclass in acting. Just watching him delve into these moments.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
so
oh, jeez Louise. So, just
so
superb.
Very undecided, guys.
We got lots of feelings, lots of great performances this year. And while we continue to consider all of those feelings, I'd like to first of all thank Adam Porter, who is our producer, our fantastic operations manager. Adam Porter is clicking all of the buttons tonight, hitting all of our buttons. No, that's okay. Anyway, and while
don't make it weird, Stuart.
Yeah, sorry. And as we consider all of the feelings we have for all of the fantastic actors in these categories, we're going to pour ourselves another drink. You are too. While we enjoy a supercut of scary films that Sam put together. So please.
Wait, you haven't seen him?
Oh, he never came back here.
Oh my God. Gentlemen, I'm coming.
For God's sake, what happened to her eyes?
Wow. Hey, are we at a funeral right now? Oh, wait, no. It's your bed.
So, come up to the lab and see what's on the slab. I see you shiver with anticipation. But maybe the red power of Christ is really to blame. I'll remove the cause. But not the symptom.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Happy birthday, Tim Curry.
Oh, happy birthday, TC.
I want everyone to know how I don't actually know how old he is, but that it's his birthday.
Mm.
We should celebrate that.
Is that why you watched Clue today?
I didn't watch it today, but yes, part of the reason.
Gotcha. All right, just wondered. So celebrating Tim Curry and all his fabulousness. Okay, so a few things that I like to say about Midtown Cinema and all of the stuff we got going on. First of all, so much stuff. You can stop by and pick up concessions pretty much all weekend, but you also can specifically pop by our popcorn pop-ups, which are on Friday and Saturday nights for the most part, where you can get concessions and other things. So we have a lot of fun there. Pop-up, 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 pop-up. And then we also have, of course, we'll talk about it even more later, but we have the Oscar party coming up. So you can, the red, it's not an Oscar party, it's the red carpet evening. Because
I'm gonna get gowned.
Yeah, I think I gotta see if I fit in my tux. I'm not sure if I do.
You can do it. I believe in you. If
I'll
not, you could always
squeeze
wear a
in.
dress with me.
That's true. I can wear a gown. I'm just gonna wear like a muumuu. Is that okay? Like I'm just gonna grab a piece of sequined
These are
fabric
coming back into style.
and just cut it and just put my head through, and that's gonna be what I. Don't you think? No.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that'll
All right.
work.
Yeah. So, so we are, in addition, doing some virtual titles. So you can go to midtowncinema.com and you can rent titles to watch at home. So for those of you that aren't ready to venture out into the world, know that we have something for you too.
Including
we have
the Oscar shorts.
Yeah, you can watch the Oscar shorts.
You can watch them in the theater too, but
yeah.
You can also watch them at home if we
not
are
that I
already sold out.
Right, we're sold out a lot, and technically you can actually get the whole bundle of titles for less than what you would pay to see it. if there's two of you. If you're going with a friend or with a partner or something, then two of you together would add up to more with in-person ticketing, even with our low prices. Because right now, Midtown Cinema is celebrating our 20th anniversary, and we're just kind of kickstarting it in a very subtle way. But one of the ways we're celebrating that, and also the fact that we're celebrating those single tickets that are now on sale. Those we're back open properly for public screenings. Is the we are doing the membership ticket rate
so
for everybody. So everybody's a member right now. $7 for a ticket, which is our member rate now, and it's been a lot of fun. And also we also will soon have a new membership program to announce that everyone can join. But for now, we're going to celebrate and welcome everybody to the building, back to the building, for these public screenings. And we're opening a new title on Friday, and that is Nomadland, which is, as everyone knows, one of my favorite films of the year. So I can't wait to see what everyone thinks about that. So you can see the fabulousness that is Frances McDormand in person and on the oh, there she is. Look at that. She's like acting all over the place, even for the picture. I mean, fabulous. Love her.
Cheers to her.
Cheers to Frances. Frances, if you're watching now, call me.
Oh, making a move.
Yep. Well, she's married to one of the Coen brothers.
Oh yeah.
So it's like she's got it good. She's fine.
Yeah, she's okay.
So we're going to go into our next segment, which
Very
we like.
Transition.
Yeah, you know. Well, I just got a little embarrassed because obviously I want to marry Frances McDormand. I mean, who doesn't? And we're gonna. This segment we like to call "Give 'Em the Fingers." In this segment, Sam and I discuss a particular film or films, particular films, today we're going to talk. Today we're going to talk about the trial of the Chicago 7, and if you have thoughts about this film, please consider putting those comments in the chat room. Adam will toss them up on the screen whenever y'all have. I want to hear what your feelings are, because I know I have a lot of feelings about this title.
Many.
Oh my gosh, so many feelings. But Sam, could you tell them a little bit about why we call this segment "Give 'Em the Fingers"?
Okay, so that's our rating system. We've got 3-finger rating system, and what it's based off of is how people measure Scotch. So if you really like Scotch, you could get so you get 2 fingers or 3 fingers. Some people even get 5 fingers, but that's a lot. So we're just going off of 3. Or if you just want a little bit, then you get 1 finger.
Or half a finger.
Yeah. But so we base how we rate the film off of, if it were a Scotch, how much of it would we want? So if we really like it, we can give it 3 fingers. If we really hate it, I guess we could give it 0 fingers.
We've never done that before.
We've never done that. Not for the Oscar nominations.
Not for the Oscar nominations, but we probably would. I mean, there's definitely films that I've seen that I would never want any more of it.
That's fair. We could do Down in Front with 0 fingers.
Oh, I can't wait for Down in Front to come back. I know we're going to do that later on this year. I just have a feeling about it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. So this week we talked a little bit of what we talked. We are going to discuss, rather, the trial of the Chicago 7. And I have a little clip from the trailer that we'd like to show you.
We have to find some courage now.
How much is it worth to you? What's your price?
To call off the revolution?
My life.
Open your eyes, 'cause a new day is dawning.
Whew.
Ah, my gosh.
This is a really intense movie. It just
really
like
is.
just watching the trailer, it was like it brought up like all the anger that I felt while watching it.
Absolutely. And a lot of my anger, I have to say, was directed towards Frank Langella, who played Judge Julius Hoffman.
Oh my God.
And Frank Langella, of course, is amazing. I have to say, years and years ago, before I really knew who Frank Langella was, when I was just kind of a wee lad, not really, but like when I was in my 20s, I happened to go see a play on Broadway starring Ray Liotta and Frank Langella, and called Match. And it was about, basically, the whole premise of the play, if I remember correctly, was if Ray Liotta, I think, was a match genetically for a test he had just taken to see if Frank Langella was really his father, I think. And to watch the two of them sparring on a Broadway stage was just amazing. And he, I think, okay, so there's so many great performances in this all-star ensemble cast.
Yeah, for sure.
Like top-notch performances. But I think that one of the most frustrating things about the film was watching Judge Hoffman bungle this trial over
he made me so mad.
Over and over
I was
again.
swearing at him throughout the entire film.
I can attest to that. Sam was cursing up a storm back there. She wishes she had a glass of scotch, but she didn't. We're socially distanced in the theater, so it's like I just hear Sam being like, "What the?"
Off in my little corner.
Yeah, there were a couple times we did talk. I would say that for the most part, we don't talk during a lot of the movies.
Yeah.
In general, this movie we talked during.
It's so hard not to because you're just
it was like
why is this happening?
Yeah, it's like what the? I mean, you're just mad at history.
Yeah.
You're just mad at these people. You're mad at You're mad at everybody. You're mad at the systems that are so effing broken.
Mm-hmm. Also, can we just say that I'm really mad that Sacha Baron Cohen wasn't
nominated?
Well, yeah. Unless he was, and I'm completely missing that.
I thought
he
that
wasn't,
he.
right?
I thought he was.
Was he?
I thought he was nominated for Best Supporting. No. Once again,
it was for another awards thing, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, you're right. It was. Yes, the Critics' Choice. Critics' Choice. That's what it was. Honestly, and Golden Globe. And Golden Globe. That's what it was.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
And I just, he was amazing. I mean, Eddie Redmayne was amazing.
They were all amazing.
Eddie Redmayne fighting it out with Sasha, Eddie and Sasha. It was amazing. There was this one scene. Actually, okay, so we do have a little. What a cast! Exactly. I agree, Rachel. I completely agree. It was this. Okay, so there's a lot of amazing scenes, and I agree with you, Sam, that Sasha should have gotten the nomination, and one of the reasons why is the scene. We have a little clip from this scene, and so let's go and let's roll that tape out of it, and everyone will know.
It's a yes or no question. When you came to Chicago, were you hoping for a confrontation with the police? I'm concerned you have to think about it.
Give me a moment, would you, friend? I've never been on trial for my thoughts before.
Shots fired.
Oh, delightful. Just delightful. It's... Okay, so what's so interesting about Aaron Sorkin pieces, television or film or theater, is that the actors, it's like watching a tennis match.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, but I think that's what's so interesting about the way that Sorkin and his writing and directing, like, takes it to a level. It's heightened in a different way. I wouldn't say it's not farcical. It's not,
He
it's
lives
like
off of the characters that bicker with each other.
yes, but I also think it's heightened in a way, right? So it's just like, it's like you're watching a sports match and the actors, it's like everyone's in on it. The actors are in on it, the audience is in on it, where like the filmmakers are in on it, everybody's in on this game because you know that you get to watch Eddie Redmayne and Sacha Baron Cohen play tennis, acting wise. And it's superb. It's just so smart. So smart.
Yeah, it really is.
And also, I learned stuff I didn't know about those riots, about history.
I didn't realize what the timing of that trial was with just like other things in history. Like they touch on other things that happen. Yeah. The assassinations in the 60s. And also the fact that you have Judas and the Black Messiah in the same year as Trial of the Chicago 7 is insane. The fact that these two pieces of historical fiction that are layered on top of each other, it's like the fact that we watch them so close to each other is heartbreaking because everything's so screwed up. So screwed up. So screwed up.
So screwed up. Oh gosh. So really quickly, Sam, was there something about the film that you felt before we give the fingers to it? Was there something about the film that, because we're talking about how amazing it is, how thought-provoking it is, the history of it, but was there something about the film in particular that you're going to take with you, and what will that be?
I think the fact that they were all kind of like forced together, the characters were all forced together, like they weren't all, not everyone knew each other beforehand. There was even one character who like wasn't even a part of anything that happened and should not have been a part of the trial. Right. And I guess just like the connections made, the connections made with the characters, I guess, is my in a nutshell answer of like them just kind of not being on the same side, but also being on the same side in the face of adversity. It was very interesting because they were allies, but they weren't really friends, which is so interesting to watch on screen.
Yep, I don't disagree. Also, I would say that what's going to stick with me is Sacha Baron Cohen's Abby Hoffman dialect.
Oh my God, I loved it.
I mean, Sam knows this pretty well, but Abby Hoffman was from Worcester, Massachusetts. Worcester. How do you? Worcester. Worcester.
It's like Worcester.
I don't like that. I'm sorry for people that live there. Worcester. So his dialect is amazing, first of all, and then and it's so good. It's so spot on. Of course it is.
It made me happy listening to it.
I'm sure it did. But also, I will say Eddie Redmayne with an American dialect.
It was so weird.
Crazy. And what did you say towards the beginning of the film?
He sounded like Mark Ruffalo to me.
Yeah, you kind of sound
not exactly, but like a slightly younger Mark Ruffalo, I guess. Like
makes sense.
Yeah.
Because he is.
But like the voice was like a little bit higher pitched, but I kept on hearing him and being like, wait, Mark Ruffalo's not in this movie.
Yeah. Wait a second. Mark Ruffalo. To be fair, you expect a historical drama to include Mark Ruffalo.
You do.
And it could have, actually, he would have fit really well in with this. It is actually.
Mark Ruffalo, I love you.
Has Mark Ruffalo ever been in, you do love Mark Ruffalo.
I love him.
Has he ever been in an Aaron Sorkin piece? Am I crazy in thinking? I don't think he has. So well.
I don't know. I don't think he has.
Okay, so one of my favorite Mark Ruffalo roles. I don't know, he's not even involved except for in Sam's part.
Conversation.
But one of my favorite roles is him in The Normal Heart.
I still haven't seen that.
Samantha. Anyway,
I know.
So Mark is he plays the lead character Ned, and Ned basically is Larry Kramer, who wrote the piece, the playwright, and he is so good in that role, so amazing, so thoughtful.
Mark Ruffalo.
Virtuosic, and that piece is actually not dissimilar from Sorkin pieces in that there's lots of great dialogue, lots of those tennis matches. Yeah, and I think that Ned Weeks has a lot of that, a lot of those juicy monologues that Sorkin writes. Larry Kramer wrote for his plays, and Normal Heart has some amazing. My favorite monologue probably of all theater is in The Normal Heart, and I post it every year on World AIDS Day. It's this amazing piece about gay history, gay identity, and at the time, of course, the fact that gay men were dying left and right. And Mark Ruffalo, did such an amazing job with that monologue. Whew. I don't know why we're talking. Why? Oh, it's because you brought him up. No, you did bring him.
I can't help but not talk about Mark Ruffalo.
I think you need a T-shirt. You need a T-shirt. That's actually what she's wearing underneath that dress. Is a Mark Ruffalo T-shirt.
I'm gonna make that T-shirt.
You should. You absolutely should. We can go through the entire Mark Ruffalo library or canon as part of the show if you'd like. I mean, honestly, we could do whatever we want. It's your show.
Do
Sam.
it.
No, it's not my show.
Let's do it.
So, all right. So
Next
we have
week.
come to next week, which, by the way, just so you know, once again, we have a lot going on this weekend at Midtown Cinema. So make sure that you purchase your tickets to public screenings early. And before we get to at midtowncinema.com,
We are
and
selling
before,
out, guys.
oh my gosh, so quickly, Sam, you were like half laughing, half crying at the fact that we are inviting people, welcoming people back into the space, and then at the same time we have to tell them
It's kind of heartbreaking.
there's no tickets. I'm
We
sorry.
sold out.
We only have 10 or 12.
Lower capacity this time. Sorry.
Capacity. So with social distancing, there's not very many seats, and with the capacity from the governor's office, which makes perfect sense, and we're very supportive of it, is it's just obviously, we just can't have very many people in the space right now.
We can't forget to do fingers.
No, we won't. I've got a plan today. I won't
okay.
forget.
All right. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, and with that plan comes a question. Sam, how many fingers do you give this film? The trial.
I think 2.5. 2.5 fingers.
Oh my gosh! Oh, sorry. That was so loud. 2.5 fingers. You and John Tierney.
Go, John.
And I think I'm gonna say, because I want more. I don't know. I'm so torn. Okay, I want more. I want more of this film because I love the tennis. I just want more of it. I'm gonna say 3. I really love this film. I love this
It was
film.
almost 3 for me. I don't know what held me back.
That's okay. You don't have to justify. I believe in your 2.5. I believe in John's 2.5. And I would actually, I would say that I also was not quite a 3, but I was not a 2.5.
You're
so it's
rounding
like
up.
I rounded
You round
up.
up and I round down.
Exactly. No, it's okay. That's perfectly fine. I really enjoyed this film. I just think that if Aaron Sorkin wrote my life, it would be a better life. Even though this was obviously a
Or
crappy
maybe
situation.
a worse life. He's got to add some drama.
Right, you're right. That's true. The tension. That's true.
What if he writes you a tragedy?
Okay, never mind. I retract my request for Aaron Sorkin to write my life. Thank you for that.
You could write your character. How about that?
Right. Yes, just that. No drama, just straight dialogue. Mm-hmm. And with that, we're going to head to our last segment, the red carpet update.
It's so
We're
close.
At the end of this. So close. So close. This weekend is the Oscars, folks. So if you want to join us for the virtual red carpet evening, you need to make a reservation by Wednesday if you would like a charcuterie. We might offer packages that include non-charcuterie packages, but it's really you should get it because it's so good.
It also includes a 0-day
crowler.
Yes, that's the word.
So okay. So there's lots of things that come with this. Not pictured popcorn for some great Midtown Cinema popcorn, but then there's also candy. There's the charcuterie box from Plum Boxes. There's the crowler of 0-day ginger beer. Some delicious cherries and grenadine, and that is because you can mix that with our yes. There's that enamel mug from the Midtown Cinema limited edition enamel mug that you can mix your drink in there. And Midtown Mule is the recipe that we're going to send you. Mm-hmm. It could be boozy or not, but my suggestion, and you could do vodka or bourbon. My suggestion is bourbon with the Midtown Mule, but vodka's good too. So we'll send that recipe in the kit, and it all comes in a beautiful Midtown Cinema reusable shopping bag. So I hope that you'll join us this Sunday for the Oscars. Sam and I are going to have a delightful time. Felicia O'Toole is going to be joining us as a guest, as is Liz Curtis. The Liz Curtis is going to be there as well. Some trivia, some predictions, some games, some prizes, and then also and Sam's going to dress up. I don't know. I'm going to basically like a sardine stuffed in my tux. I'm not sure.
I'm going to get you a boa.
And with a boa to cover all the roles. But we're going to have a slew of fun. I apologize. It flew out of my head. Uproot is our co-producer. And they are going to be, Sam and I are going to be in the same room together on Sunday. Ooh. So we're going to, it's going to be a slew of, it's going to be so much fun. I cannot wait for this. So I hope you'll join us at 7 p.m. on Sunday. Even if you don't get a ticket, please, we're going to be streaming it. But if you do get a ticket, we do need you to get a ticket. I just want you to try this charcuterie because Sam is obsessed with the grapes.
It's so good.
So good. Absolutely delicious. MidtownCinema.com/shop. Join us for the red carpet evening. It's going to be a blast, and reservations are due by Wednesday. Please, please, please join us. It's going to be so much fun, and hopefully is one of the last virtual events we ever have to do. Really, that would be great. Lost my earbud. But just so you know, this coming Monday, we're going to go on hiatus with this particular show, and we're going to be back shortly in May. And I just can't, actually, it will be 2 weeks because you're gone. So I think it's 2 weeks. So we're on hiatus for 2 weeks, and then we come back in May for more fun. But thank you, Sam, for a wonderful evening. I've got one tiny little sip of scotch in here. Look at you. Look at you, just downing the scotch. There's still more. Yeah. I'll just have to borrow some of yours. So until next week, it's more movies, more magic, and obviously more scotch.
Raise the glass and kick some ass.